Good morning, I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. It's going to be another day in the nudging 90 and it's hot, so I'm off to an early start. So pretty much I would say here the honey flow has come to an end. What I'm going to go through here is the last nukes that I made for my own purposes. So Saskatraz nukes that I'm going to either use to requeen some Italian hives or hives that are not doing all that great, or just to increase my number of overwintered nukes. So just going through, checking for queen acceptance. These nukes are made really small with only one frame of brood. So we're going to see how they're looking at the moment. Gone through the first couple and so far so good. Chance to do some weeding here as well. This must add more than one frame of brood. Maybe a frame and a half. Sources. See brood, so we've got a queen. You know what, I'd say we had a queen, started to lay, and then as has been really common this year, we may have turned on her. I don't actually some brood, not as much as I see in boxes with half this number of bees. Look at that. Starting to replace her. Got a new queen just about to hatch. It's been very strange this year. Normally if bees are going to supersede a queen, they supersede her and then she's killed. This year you've been getting queens killed without even being given a chance. She's laid a nice frame of brood there. And I make a note that she supersedes her. Say, oh, we don't have a queen. Stupid bees. Sometimes you just wonder what the hell these bees are thinking. You're very naughty girls. Killed a perfectly good queen. It's more like it. That's what we want to see. Here's our queen. Nice red dot on her. So the brood, well accepted. This cage out. So these nukes will need building up fast. We're now at the end of July. And obviously 2-frame hives are not going to make it through very well unless we get them built up. Nice frame of eggs here. Here's our queen. This is lovely. So these nukes are going to do okay, but they need building up faster. And it's also very hard to feed these nukes in cardboard nuke boxes. They're great during the spring flow, but now we're going into a dearth. I have to rehouse these because I need to be able to get a feeder in here. So that's going to be today's job. I'm going to get these nukes into solid boxes that I can put a feeder on, because I need to get them building comb up quick. Because for the next few weeks we're into dearth and they're not going to be able to build up from the natural food. So these bees have been going along on the initial honey flow and what they'd stored. There's a tiny bit of a flow I think right now, but these bees now need feeding. If I want to get them up to even a 5-frame nuke for the winter time. We may yet get a full honey flow. And if we do, these things can really take off all by themselves. But I'm going to be using the next 3 weeks of anticipated dearth to get them built up with some feeding. They were started off with a bit of honey, so it's not that they're going to starve, but they're not going to grow fast without nectar coming in. And also, for that matter, they need to be a bit bigger than this. We need to put some mite treatments on them, because in the next few weeks I want to get some mite treatments on my bees. Some cat brood and some young brood here. Green. Load of eggs. Clearing that side for better ventilation around the bees. That's what happens when you get queen cage in there for any length of time and there's a gap between the combs. You also get these little funky bits. These want to be spaced, they want the right gap between the frames. Pretty pink queen. All this open space full of eggs and larvae. Brood. Look at that, full of brood. Nice. Full of young brood. So you don't have to find the queen all the time to know you've got a queen in there. Look great. Priority is just to go through, see which ones don't have a queen. So far, we've only got one that they've requeened so far. Early in the season, it was terrible. Here's a queen right here. I was using up twice the normal number of queens to make nukes because of this terrible season for weather. As I would say, when I'm making nukes in the spring, I typically would have a success rate of about 8 out of 10, 80% or so of the new queens taking, sometimes 9 out of 10. Probably between 8 and 9 out of 10, 8.5. And this year, during the worst of the weather, I was getting a survivorship of 6 to 7 out of 10. So I was going through a lot of hives, losing new queens. So far, this is looking pretty good. Later in the season, we've had much better weather. Not perfect, but much better. So far, we've gone through 16 hives, and had one queen lost. And she got out there and laid some eggs anyway. Brood. Queen. There's a queen there. See a brood. So we lost one. We have one supersedure out of 18. That's more like it. I can live with that. So now what I've got to do, I was anticipating losing more of those than that. So now what we're going to be doing is rehousing them. Whether I rehouse them into nuke boxes or rehouse them into single deeps, I've yet to decide. But that's what I'm going to do next. The first 6 are done. It's getting too hot now to do the rest, so I'll do it tomorrow. A little update for you. I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. See you next time.